G'day there, Emil from the Performance by Design Institute with a session today on the Character Competency Cube, a practical tool to be used inside the Performance by Design curriculum and system for leaders to identify a few things, okay? One, identify potential leaders. One of the problems we often see inside, particularly the corporate space, is leaders promote individual team players who are highly competent but don't ensure that they've got the leadership skills and the character required to become great leaders. Playing the game and leading in teams are two very different things and they require different skill sets. Obviously, we want our leaders to be highly competent and have high character, so we're looking to bring both of those two together, okay? What does your team member need? So this tool is going to identify where your players are inside of the cube and what they might need and what conversation you need to have with them. Thirdly, it's a great tool to build an effective plan for your team to get them into the top right quadrant and as many of those guys moving their way into that quadrant as possible. Okay, so let's have a look at the way we use the cube. First of all, let's look at character and competency and their definitions. Competency, when we refer to competency in the way of building trust, it's when people have got the skills and ability to do their job and under pressure. They get great results and they're very good at what they do. On the other side of the character competency model is character, okay? High character people deliver on their word and do what's best for the team under pressure. When you marry these two things together, you have a person that you can consistently trust. These two sides of the model come from the Covey trust model that you would have seen in Speed of Trust, and it's a pretty famous type of model. This now is a tool, and we've given you a downloadable PDF to be able to use this tool for your team. So let's dive into it. What you're going to do once you've downloaded and got the picture there or the document, you're going to scale and map where your team members are inside of each quadrant. If your player is in this quadrant where you want most to be, they're highly competent, they're good at their job, they're getting good results, and they're a good team player, these guys are leadership potential, okay? And if you've got them in this top right-hand quadrant, we always tell leaders, handcuff this player to your team, okay? If you are marking your team members down here and the members in this area, you've now got a question to ask if this is the right place to be. They're not getting the results that you need, they're not showing the skills, particularly under pressure, and when under pressure, they don't turn to what's best for the team, and they're probably not delivering on their word as much as they would like. We know statistically that one of the most influential and most detrimental effects on team performance in the corporate space is keeping underperformers for too long. These guys if they're not enjoying themselves at work, which they're probably not, they're not going to perform well. This is a conversation about whether or not this is the right place for you to be, okay? Now, if you mark the people in this quadrant here, or a person in here, your question now is, okay, we need you to get to here, your results aren't where you need to be, you're delivering on your word, you're doing the best you can, you do what's best for the team. The conversation here is about training. We need to up-level their skill set to get their results to the level that we need. The important thing here is identifying the facts. Your results are here, we need them to be here. We're going to train you over a certain amount of time. That's really, really important, putting timelines to the change in the results. If we don't put a timeline there and the person continues to underperform from a results perspective, then there's no accountability and we're enabling underperformance, which is not great for building a high performance culture. The tougher conversation often is here. When you have team members in this box here, they're getting good results, but often at the expense of other people because their behaviours aren't aligned to the team. Highly skilled people getting good results, but not behaving in a way that is values aligned and aligned to the behaviours that drive your internal culture. This question now, or this conversation, is about your values and behaviours. The tip here, ladies and gentlemen, is to get very defined on the behaviour that you need to see this person improve in order for them to become a high-performing player and leadership potential. And when you can do this, because these guys are highly usually respected because they get great results, there can be a fantastic culture shifter. They can be a real change maker inside your organisation because they're generally respected for the fact that they get good results. what they can do now is elevate everyone else as well by supporting other people and delivering on their word and living by the values and behaviours of your culture. That's the Character Competency Cube. It's a great tool. Download it, have a go at it. If you've got any questions, please reach out and contact us. Please leave a like or a comment inside of this area here, whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook, Instagram, and we'll see you soon in the PBD Institute.